Okay, and we are live. So welcome everyone. It's Carl Holson here, along with Sedegay. Again, I can't pronounce.
Gervais.
Okay, we've got Michael Bruno, and we've got Connie Gaston here with us. So, what we're going to talk about today is kind of off of what we were talking about on Tuesday. Tuesday we were talking about the power of our stories, how we're marketing our stories. Well, here is going to be kind of the prequel to that, because this is where we're actually connecting with the people who will actually start reading our stories and seeing our stories, right? So it's the capture pages that actually will provoke curiosity. With Empower Network, and I'm going to actually show a couple of examples here today, but one of the biggest things that happens in our industry, and why a lot of people tend to not have as much success as others, is when companies launch, they have a general amount or a general capture page, or maybe a few different general capture pages that everybody in the company uses. So what happens is when the company first launches, these pages are brand new. No one has actually seen these pages. So you're going to get people who are going to react fairly quick to these. But over the months, the pages become relevant to everybody, and that's when they tend to see them and they just go, okay, that's that, and they just go by it. It doesn't pique their curiosity anymore because they recognize that from what they've seen before. Okay? The whole idea of this industry is to be constantly changing to provoke curiosity to your business. And this is why you have things like, someone wants to join my business. So this is why we have things like, let me see if that somebody wants to get on. Hello, Carl here. Nope, guess I'm not interested. So you're lost, buddy. No. So this is why we have things like InstaBuilder. Like Empower Network has a thing called InstaBuilder in there, which allows us to custom design our own pages if we want our own capture. But they also have their own capture pages that allow the affiliates to actually customize the titles. Now the page format will stay the same, okay, but the titles can be changed. And it's funny because I use those pages in the back office there, and I attract a lot of people, but the reason I do is because I don't use the same title as everybody else. I've gone in and I've custom designed a title that is enticing people to fill out their information and go. And I'm going to show you what mine looks like shortly here, okay? I also have another one that I designed, and that was based off of the idea from David Weber, because David Weber has, again, I had him share his stuff with his bridge video on Tuesday, and this really had me intrigued when I looked at the way that he designed his. So I kind of redesigned my own personal one. I use a different type of marketing page capture page creator. There's lots of them out there across the internet. I use one particular one that I purchased a while ago and make pages off that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the two different pages I have that are actually drawing people into my business. I'm creating sales with them, and I'm creating lots of leads with them. Lots. Okay. So what we're all going to talk about here today, and maybe I'll get some of you on the panel here to even share your capture pages. If you've changed the titles or you've customized and created your own, we'll get you to share yours on here too. You can let me know if you have or have not, and then if you have, we'll get you to show the people on here what you have and what's drawing people to you. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll just go straight into showing what my pages are here. Let me just I got to get into where my capture pages are. Okay.
Over the past 4 years, I've been a part of a company, more of a movement, to pay people just like you and me.
That's not what I wanted to do.
$4 million. A lot of these people have never even made.
Okay, let me get the preview. The wrong one here. Okay, so this is my capture page. Can everybody see this?
Yep.
Okay, now I have a few that I've done, and sometimes I change the titles, but basically what I'm doing is I'm hitting on what people are looking for online. You know, some people said this is way too long, and I said, well, if it's way too long, I guess that's really good, because out of 100 clicks on a normally, I'm getting about a 74% opt-in. So I'm getting about 74 people opting in on 100 clicks. Okay, anywhere between 50 and 74. Okay, that's a high percentage. Okay, and that, you know, some people will get even higher than that, but this is what I'm averaging on, and to me, that's a good return for my money. Okay, and I average most of the time when I buy 100 to 200 clicks using this kind of title here, I'm usually getting 1 to 5 sales. Okay, which to me is quite happy. One of the people that actually came in off this page actually came all in. So, you know, it was a very, very big commission I made off of this, and I'm actually, for the next probably 2 months or so, in profit still while I'm buying traffic, because I've made more off of one sale off of this type of thing. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm hitting a couple of things. I'm hitting, whoops, you know, generating 20 leads daily, okay, 20 plus leads daily, enrolling 10 reps plus a month, and a 5,000 plus a month income, okay? Today, people are looking for this kind of number. This is a realistic number that people can relate to, okay? You can have 3,000 a month if you wanted there. However, 3,000 a month for most people is not enough for them to breathe easy. A lot of $3,000 a month today is about a just getting by income. Okay, after paying the car payment, the rent or the mortgage, the food and clothes and all that kind of stuff. $3,000 a month, there's hardly any money left at the month with that. 5,000, a little bit more breathing space. Okay, and I've got no phone calls. Okay. Now, we have a system, and Michael Martin is a perfect example of that he doesn't actually do a lot of phone calls. Neither does Alex Zubarev. But we have designed a way for us to literally replace the phone calls with a different type of format. And I'm not going to mention that on here, okay, because that's kind of disclosed information to us, and if people want to know exactly how this whole thing works, well, they're going to have to get back to whoever sent them to this Hangout to get that information, okay? So, you know, I'm going to disclose a lot of stuff on here, but I'm not going to give you the entire formula. That entire formula comes at a cost, and the cost would be a registration. What's the registration cost? Well, in my opinion, we'll hook you up for a $7 14-day trial, okay, just by asking whoever sent you to this Hangout to get how we replace actual phone calls here with the same type of impact, okay? And again, you want that info? Not everything is free, okay? So that's why I put curiosity type headlines in here. Now, this could be anything. We could have this going, discover how I generated $2,000 in sales in a single week off of a $7 trial. You see, that's a curiosity thing. Does this all make sense to the panel?
Yes.
Okay, so we have the opportunity to go in and modify these, okay? Now, you know, here's how we do that. In our back office, this is our back office of iPass here. We can go in, and here's our capture page. We can go in and we can edit the page. So as you can see, I've got that title here. So we can go in and we can change this. Just let me, actually, you know what, I don't think I want to modify that. I'm just going to just go down a line here, and just like I said, you know, discover. Oh, I see how that works. Okay, I have to actually. I have to do this exactly the way. Okay, so free video. Discover how I. Let me just. We're going to change this part right here. How I.
Carl, I have a question. How you can add the bridge video to your...
Give me 1 sec to finish this, and then I'll bring you on, okay?
Okay.
Okay, how I created 2001 week. Okay, and no phone calls. So what I would do is I would take this and I would replace this in here. So this is how you can just go in and kind of replace that. Okay, Sadeghi, go ahead. Ask your question.
I want to ask you how you attach your bridge video to your capture page in here.
Oh, okay. I'll go into that in a second. That's the second page. That's the Presell page. Okay, and I'll go into that in a second.
Okay.
So
thank you.
If I wanted to, let me just. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to delete that. Okay, and then I'm going to save changes. Now, if I wanted to go and preview this, now I will see. You see this? Now,
that's nice.
Is that intriguing enough? Does that intrigue you? You see? So, discover how I created over $2,000 in a week from a $7 trial. People are going to wonder how I did that. You could put even $1,000 in there. You could put $1,500. You know, I mean, I've actually done this. I actually did 4,000 in a week. Okay, so I could actually do that and have the video proof to show that. But you want to make sure that when you are doing this, and I need to be very, 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 very specific on this, that do not do anything, do not create any kind of title on here that is not true. Okay? Because you don't want to mislead anybody with a title to get them to fill it in if you can't actually prove those results, because people will call you on that. Okay? So that's the other thing I want to make sure that you guys all have down on here. So, you know, when you're going in and doing something like this, make sure that it's something that you've actually done or you're able to prove if they call you on it. Okay? So let's go back and let's look at this again. So we can go something else here. Discover how I generated, you know, 50 leads a month. Okay, maybe you enrolled 5 reps. Okay, maybe you created $2,000. You can actually change it to that. What you want to make sure is that you have information in here that is actually possible. Now, there's a lot of reps in our company, like Michael Martin and Alex Zubrev, and that do create this. Create 10 sign-ups a day. 4,000 leads a month. Those sort of things. Okay, but what I try to keep on my pages is something that's realistic. Okay, what those guys do in a single day is not normal. That's abnormal. Okay? It's not ordinary, it's extraordinary. Okay? So, although it can happen, you want to make sure that when people read these capture pages, it's something they can relate to. Earn $30,000 a month, although there's people in our company that do that, most people can't fathom that, which means they won't believe that, which means that they won't fill this in because they think it's a bogus line. Does this all make sense to people?
Yes.
Okay. So, let me get off of here. And, I just wanted to, that's one example I wanted to share with you. Okay, I'm going to share some other stuff too, and I'm going to get everybody to come on here and share their things and their thoughts as well. So let's go across the panel, okay? And we'll start with, I don't know, who wants to share their stuff? Let's do it that way. Anybody here want to share their stuff?
My capture page is the same as yours, and I think it's nothing different.
Okay, so you're not doing anything different. You're just using the regular pages?
Yes.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get people on here who are actually creating their own pages. Okay, so let's go over to those. Who has a page that they've created themselves? Christina, do you have one of your own that you've done? You're muted out. You need to unmute yourself. There we go.
I do, but unfortunately, in order to be on the Hangout, I had to kind of pull over. I'm in the parking lot, kind of just to join you guys. So
okay,
I did, and it had a free PDF. As soon as you subscribe to it, the next page would come up. Yeah.
Oh, okay, no problem. Well, you know what? Maybe we can get that on next week or something when you're a little bit more prepared. I didn't realize where you were. So, that's cool. What about you, Connie? Do you have anything? You're muted. You're muted out.
Yeah, I do, and I'm still testing. So, you know, I've tried a few things, but one thing that I do differently specifically is I put my name in my the header area. So, because a lot of people, you know, because it's not just cold traffic, but a lot of people who get, you know, to the capture page like through my social media, you know, if they click on my link in my bio or that my section, they already know my name. So when they get routed there, I want them to be, you know, familiar. I want them to know that it wasn't just something they randomly got routed to. It still has to do with me, right? So I say something like discover how Connie or join Connie and stuff like that. So I put my name in there, and then if it is cold traffic that I bought, they're going to get an email from me right after they put their information in anyways. So then they know they're still connected to Connie, right? So I do put my name in there always.
Okay, do you care to share your page with everybody? Do you want to do that?
Okay, yeah, let me figure out.
Okay, on the left-hand side, on the left-hand side, you'll see second to the top, there's like an arrow in a green box. Click on that for screen share.
Okay. Let me open up my back office first. If you want to talk to someone else real quick.
Sure.
Okay.
Janelle, do you have one of your own pages that you're doing that's customized outside, like not using the same generic one that Empower uses? Maybe she's not around. Okay. Michael, have you created your own or not yet?
No, not yet, and that's on the list of things to do for today.
Okay, no problem. So just trying to put some people on the spot today. I'm not doing such a good job. Okay, well, Janelle's not around. Connie, let me know when you got it, and then I'll just carry on a little bit. I'll show my second page that I have. Okay, so I'll just get in there and I'll share that one with everyone. And
hey, Carl, I am around.
oh, you are. There you are.
I couldn't get it unmuted. Google has become unresponsive, so let me see if I can share this with you.
Okay.
Hi, Janelles. Nice to see you.
Hello, Sedige.
And I watch your video. Is great.
Oh, you like that? Thank you very much. Okay, Carl, I cannot share.
Okay, so well, if you've got the link, can you text it to me in Skype and I'll bring it up?
I put it in your email. I sent it to you at workwithcarlh@gmail.com.
Okay.
I sent it to you at 12:02.
Okay, let me just see if I got it there. I'll just have to go in.
Somehow this Hangout keeps saying it's becoming unresponsive, and
yeah, there's kind of a problem with that. I'm actually looking at possibly after Nashville moving over to Zoom. I think that might be the better thing to do.
Yeah, since it's free, it seems to work okay.
Well, it's only good for 40 minutes. I'd actually have to pay for it monthly.
Oh, right.
Because I can't go beyond. I can't do everything in 40 minutes. I'm just not capable of doing something like that. So, okay, I'm going to just bring up Janelles here. Just give me 1 sec. And then I'll share it here, and you can just talk about it there, Janelle, okay?
Sure, okay.
And just let me know what I need to do to...
The first one is the... If you share your screen with that email, I can talk through that.
Yeah. Hang on a sec. I don't know
or while you're doing that, I can explain it. The first thing that I sent to Carl was a screen share of how many visitors had come to this capture page and how many subscribers had come from that, how many leads had opted in. And there were 1,236 people that have visited this in the last 90 days, and there have been, I think it was 252 that have opted in from that, and all it was a capture page. And what I did was I wrote a blog post talking about the lions that everybody faces, and those are our fears. And so this blog post was how to start your own online, how to start and succeed in your own online business despite the fact that there are lions out there, that kind of thing. And so what I did was I went to Get Response, I got an image of a lion that was roaring, and put my sign-up boxes near where the lion's mouth was. And so it said, you know, how to start your own business and succeed despite lions or whatever, and then said, but you better hurry because he looks hungry, and then put the boxes right there. So you'll see it in just a minute, I hope. So then
Can you guys see this? Can you guys see your blog page?
Yes, we can.
Okay,
Okay, do you see the blog page?
Yes.
Okay, hang on. No, we don't. Okay, hang on. I'm going to do this again. I'll bring up the blog page.
Okay, so you've got the blog page.
There. Okay. You can see that now, right?
Okay, so since I can't move off of this, I'll go to the blog itself, and I can talk about that. Okay, so there might be lions. How to start and succeed in your own online business anyway. And so in the first part of this, I talk about how I was paralyzed with fear. I grew up scared of making mistakes, and I really didn't ever want to move and make a decision until I had asked every possible question there was. And so then I had, in the middle of this blog post, okay, I can hear you asking, so what does this have to do with lions and fears? And
uh-oh. Did we lose her?
I don't hear her.
Janelle, we lost you, I think. Yeah, she popped off.
Oh.
Crap.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, well, we'll have to wait for her to come back.
Okay.
And did you find yours, Connie?
Yes.
Okay, you know what? We'll get you to share yours right now, and then
Okay.
we'll get back to Janelle. I don't know what
Okay.
happened to her. She's maybe her boss caught her. I don't know.
Okay. Can you see this?
Yep, sure can.
Okay. So I haven't tested this one yet, but I mean I did get 2 new signups today. So
There you go. Well,
since
you're
I
doing
trained
something
it,
right.
I just saw that when I logged in. I was like, oh. So like mine's is kind of long too, but the market that I tap into is law of attraction. So you know, so I have my name here, and then I say something about after applying law of attraction, and then I also you know, I have a video that they see right after that, my pre-sale video.
Yeah. You can show that too if you want. You can show
can I?
preview. Yeah, preview that one.
Let me see.
It says
And
a lot. Yep, that one there.
okay. And it guides them, you know, it is giving them instructions basically to watch the next video and click on the button. Oh yeah. And I say
this is what Sedige is talking about.
Welcome to my home office. All right. Now I know exactly why you're here, and I know exactly what you're heading on. Yes, you. What you want is to truly change your life. Am I right? I know I'm right. All right. So what I need you to do is pay very close attention to the video that's about to come on next. Make sure you watch the video all the way through to the end. Can I get you to do that? Can I get you to do that? I hope so. Now at the end of the video, you can click on the button below the video. Once you click that button, it'll bring you inside to the very same exact system that I use. All right? Now before you go, I do want you to know that I do believe in you. And I know you can do it. I know you can. All right? I will see you very, very soon. Bye now.
So it's just a quick one.
It's a good video. The only thing that I found on the video is that you were shadowed out a lot. Like I didn't see much on there.
Oh,
but,
really? Okay.
Yeah. Like
I didn't catch that. I didn't see that on my end. So I'll double check that and fix that.
Yeah. So otherwise, great. See, that's a great transition through, and this is kind of what we're talking about. What Janelle was doing, we're going to get you back on here in a sec, Janelle. What Janelle was doing was very similar to what David Weber was doing. Okay, had the capture page coming off her blog, that sort of thing, and going in. Now, I'm not sure if you've got bridging going on there, Janelle, but if you do, let's do the whole thing. Let's we'll get back on. Do you want me to share it again, or do you want to try sharing again yourself?
Let's see if I can.
Okay.
Okay, let's see, I got to go back here to this. Where are you? Google Hangouts, okay.
Did you have any feedback, Carl, real quick, on the title, the header? Do you think I should change anything?
I think it's a bit long, and it's kind of jagged, so you might want to just maybe kind of reword it a little bit so it fits on no more than 4 lines.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's about the only thing.
Okay.
I don't know how you guys are actually getting 4 lines. I try to get 3, and it cuts off with something else, so that's interesting.
Well, we're special, I guess.
I guess so. No, it's not going to let me do this. This thing, it's still unresponsive, and it's telling me it's going to kill me.
Let me bring yours up again here.
So the way that this goes is that I sent out the, let me think about this, the capture page.
Comes off of the blog, right?
No, the capture page was sent out, and it drove people to the blog.
Okay, hang on. Oh, I got 2 of them here. Where was the? I gotta find that capture page. Let me go back to the email and find that capture page.
Oh, this is driving me crazy that this is.
Oh, you didn't put the capture page link in here.
I think it is just below. It's the.
What the world taught me? No.
Nope, it's up above that.
Well, I got the Build a Brand Online, but that's your blog.
No, http iglobalfreedom.gr8.com.
Okay, no, I'm not seeing that.
Just type this in, Carl.
Okay, yeah, let me just type it into a window here. Okay, so what is it?
http.
Yeah, I don't need that part. Just the other part? Oh no, did I lose you? Is she gone? No, she's there. I lost you, Janelle. Crap. Okay, guess we're gonna have to wait again. It's gonna be a connection issue. She might be on Wi-Fi, and that might be happening. Okay, let me go back to the Presell page. Okay, so we've got to create a Presell. What happened to my Presell? Oh, I created one.
It's still there. Those links just go out.
Oh, the links just go out. Okay, so
yeah, but it's still there.
This is there we go. So what you're doing here, let me just go back. What you're doing here, Setigay, is you just click on the edit part, and whatever the video is that you've created, you grab the watch video that's at the top. So basically, when you go into YouTube and you launch your video out, it's going to give you this at the very top. Okay? So you're going to get this. This is the link that you're going to copy, not the embed link. Okay? Not down here. You don't want to do this embed link. You want this link that's at the top. And that's the one that you're going to put in here for that page. Okay? And then that creates your preset page. Okay, Janelle, let's try this again with you. Okay, so what's that? What's the link? Forget HTTP. I don't need that.
Okay, Global Freedom.
What?
.gr8 getresponse8.com.
Okay, nope. I must have typed something in wrong. Global
Freedom.
.gr8.com.
Yep. GR and the number 8.
Yeah.
.com.
You know what? I'm going to put the HTTP just in case.
Yep.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay, so this is your page, and it should have a lion in. There it is. Okay. So this is what your capture page is.
Yeah.
So let's just do this, okay?
I tweeted that out, and in this particular case, I was driving people to the blog, but other times I just drive them straight to the Empower Network capture page.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to fill this in. Okay. Through this.
Oh, you're going to become my 253rd subscriber off of that list.
I will. You can always delete me, or I'll just opt out. Yep. Okay, so work with Carl H. There we go. I just want to just take everybody through what everybody's
see
doing.
where they go.
Okay? So now this is going to your blog. That's where you want them to go? Janelle? Did I lose her again? Wow, we're not having much luck here today, are we? And she's back.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm getting really good at that.
Okay, so that's where you want everybody to go, is to your blog?
In that particular case, I did.
Okay.
And I actually got, I think it was 3 or 4 sales from that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So, you know, here's where you're using the power of the company, okay, to build. So you're using your blog to your advantage in here. And a lot of people do that. I even drive people to my blog as well. Okay, I've got some capture pages that do that too, that drive them to certain blog posts, actually, within my blog. Okay? And obviously they can go anywhere on here, right? So this is on a particular page that she's made for thank you for subscribing. So I can turn around and just click on blog, and next thing you know, I'm all over her blog, seeing what it's all about, right?
Right.
Which is again going to get tweak my interest as to what she's all about, right?
And the reason that I do it that way is because if I've got a blog, it's very easy to create a capture page and then tweet that capture page because it's got an image and it's got a link. It's not so easy to send a blog out and just have a link to the blog. So whenever I create a blog, I'll create a capture page like this and send it out. I can put that on Facebook, I can put it on Instagram, I can put it on Twitter, and it takes me 5 minutes to create a capture page like that. So that drives interest to the blogs and gets those out there. Then when I have paid traffic, I just use the Empower Network capture pages, and now I've got total shortcut number 1 with the pre-sale video, and that's the one I think that Setigay was talking about. Yeah. And then it goes into the sales page.
Correct. Yeah. So we've got the bridge video from the capture page to the bridge video to the actual sales page. So, and again, you know, what we're sharing here are just different ways. And again, this is all about creating the curiosity. You know, when we go back and we look at what Janelle had on here, let me see if I go back to your capture page.
Is that the one with the 851673?
This is the one I'm talking about, the capture page.
Oh, the lions?
Yeah, you see, like, what she's doing, she's taking a different approach. She's trying to tweak the interest of people to get them to fill out this page. This is what it's all about, okay? It's about, you know, getting people's interest, you know, tweaking their their curiosity to fill this in, okay? But again, I need to stress this, as most people don't. You need to do this in an ethical way too. You know, do not do a misleading type thing to get people to fill that out, because that's going to backfire on you and it's going to be a reputation destroyer. Okay? So there's lots of people online that will put anything on here to get people to fill out their form and pay the consequence after. Don't be one of those. Okay? You know, we here in Empower, we're here to empower people. So we don't empower them by being unethical. We empower them by being ethical, honest, and trustworthy. Okay? So when you're going to create a page like this, create it out of thought, out of motivation, inspiration, that sort of thing. That's going to get people to fill out these pages. Like, this is a great page. Okay? She's taken a different approach to things, and it's got the picture itself is also attracting. Okay, you know, like I have this. This is a picture I took actually at my son's wedding. Okay, that he had, and I took a picture of the beach that was there. So you want to have a background that's going to also attract people somehow, some way. This attracts people of, you know, hey, man, I think it's time for a vacation. And then if you have the right thing written on here to attract them, they're going to click the button, just like this, and then they're going to fill in their information. Okay, makes sense? So it's all about having all the right things, saying the right stuff. Like this here, learn the exact method that allowed me to be financially free and live life on my terms. It's time to take control of your life and start living life on your terms. People click this because they're curious what the heck I'm talking about. Because I haven't really said anything on here. I haven't really told them anything on here. Right? So it's the same thing like with Janelle. You know, there might be lions. How to start and succeed in your own online business anyway. Right? Well, what the heck does she mean by this? So they're going to put in their information just to see what's on the other page. And once they've done that, now they're part of your system. Now, that's when your autoresponder takes over. Okay? And again, it's a little bit of footwork on your part too. Okay? Like today, for instance, I had leads starting to come in from some traffic I ran. And, you know, I started plugging their names into Facebook like I always do, and into Skype. And I connected with a few on Skype, and I connected with a few on Facebook. Had I not done that, I'm not sure my email responder would have done everything. And this is the one thing that everybody tends to rely on. You can't just rely on one method. You have to rely on multiple methods to build your business. There is some work involved in all this. Okay? And this is why, you know, I like to do these kind of trainings, because sometimes people are not thinking thoroughly outside the box. You know, you can go and create a great page, and you can have that great funnel system in place, but that's only part of the process. Okay? We talked about this last night. You know, if you're not following up through some sort of way with them, you know, Michael Martin talks about how he has the videos on all of his emails. I have the same thing on my emails too. Okay? But I also go and I also plug them into Skype and to Facebook, and I'll check LinkedIn, and I'll check Google+. I'll find out where these people are. I will find them. Okay? Like the one person I found today, I couldn't find him on social media, but I found him on Skype. And he goes, man, you know, I filled out all the forms. I couldn't get a hold of you. You know what? He wasn't getting my emails. He was not getting my emails, but I found him on Skype. And now we're connected. You see, this is someone who had done all 4 steps but couldn't communicate with me and was looking to get help and support through the Kalatu group. And then he finally found, well, now you reach out to me. I said, I've been trying to reach out to you for over a week now. But I wasn't getting his email. You know why? He put a spam email in. He didn't put a regular email in. So all his stuff is going to spam. He's not getting any of my messages. And he wasn't on social media. Right? I think he was on Facebook, but the email he used was a spam email, so it wouldn't connect on the social media, right? But for some reason, I used the same email, and I found him on Skype. So, you know, this is a perfect example about how we take certain things, and when people talk, we talked about that automation last night, how everybody's looking for the perfect automation system. Well, it doesn't exist, folks. You know, if you want to run a business, you have to be able to do everything and take every step to get there. So who knows now with this gentleman I connected with how far he's going to go. He's done all the 4 steps, so I know he's serious. So now I need to know how far he wants to go with this business. You see? But had I not connected with him today, because I just by fluke found him on Skype and then found out he wasn't getting anything of mine. You see? And the biggest thing in our industry is I hate people because all they want is my money and they never connect with me. Right? You get that all the time. My sponsor has never contacted me since I've been in there. Well, some of the issues are part of both parties' faults. One party not following up and the other one using wrong information so that we can't communicate. Okay? And this is why a lot of people wonder why they don't get anywhere in business. Well, if you're going to join a business and use a spam email, well, you're not going to get anything from the company. You're not going to get anything from anybody. So, you know, you need to do multiple things. So not only are you going to be using a capture page that's going to create these people coming in because you've got a really good grabbing title that's got them curious enough to fill out that information. If they're not getting anything after that, that's the issue that you're going to have. So when we tell you that, you know, it's not the end when somebody fills it in there and then everything goes on its own, that's not the case. There's footwork that you've got to do if you want to build your business. Too many people today want to get involved in business and don't want to do anything. Yet, when they go out to get a job, they will do whatever they're told at their job during their 8-hour shift that they got to do. And the funny part is that their 8-hour shift will probably pay them a lot less money than what maybe a 2-hour shift in this business can do for you. So, you know, this is why we have these masterminds that we do, and these masterminds with this group of ours are absolutely amazing. So, I mean, anybody who's on here is obviously part of our team. Okay, that you need to be attending these, and when you can't, you need to be reviewing the replays. Okay, last night's replay, I'm not sure if it's up yet. I haven't seen it, but I need to grab that. Is it up now, Connie? Yeah. Okay, so I'll get that into my personal group later today, so you guys can get the replay of that and watch it if you missed it last night. These things are so vital. Okay, I mean, for those of you that are not all in, okay, because there's a few of you on here that aren't, okay. We have these multiple times a week, but you only get access to one, and that's the Wednesday nights. Okay, your time is coming. I know you're all going to be there. We're all working together to get you all to all in. So once you're there, then you get to participate in not only the Fridays, but a very good chance once you're all in to hit the boot camps that we have on Saturdays. And as I mentioned last night, boot camp has changed a lot for me. Even though I've been in this industry a very long time, I'm still learning. Okay? I mean, I came in, I did a few $1,000s when I came back to Empower Network last year, but I started boot camp. When did we start boot camp? The end of January? I think it was like February 1st or something. So from February 1st to now, I did almost $9,000. And that was all because of the things that I was learning in boot camp and having the drill sergeants there telling me I have to do this. Because in boot camp, it's boot camp. You have to do certain things every single day. Because if you don't, you get kicked out of boot camp. Okay? It's that simple. And they're very strict, and they need to be. Because it's it's like if you were to go out and buy a franchise. You went out and bought a Subway franchise today. You go out and you pay, what are they, $485,000 for the franchise, I think is what it is, right? And then you have to get educated on it, because then they go, and part of that, they educate you. But they're only in there once, and you're in there and you get the education, because I almost bought one. So they're in there and they educate you, okay? And you're in there, you get 2 months of constant training from them, and then you go, oh, look who just came on board. Okay, awesome. We have Alex Zuberev with us here today. This is sweet. So, anyways, you know what? I'm going to drop this. I want to get over to Alex because I know his time is valuable. So, Alex, we've been talking about today how important it is to have a capture page that actually entices and provokes curiosity for people. Do you mind coming on and just talking a little bit about the importance of these capture pages? Okay, because you're a whiz at those. So you're the master of that stuff.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure can.
Hi, Alex. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. I'm still kind of sick on the weather, and I gotta go pick up my daughter from school right now. So you guys talking about capture pages, yeah?
Yep. Yep.
Awesome. So I mean, honestly, like I'm kind of like I'm backtailing your conversation. I have no idea what you guys talking about.
Okay. Basically what we're talking about is, you know how we have the generic capture pages that you get with Empower Network, and then we talked about how you can change the titles to create more curiosity. So we were talking about how we modified some of the titles in there, and I gave some examples today, and some of the others did too. What I want you to talk about is how important it is to have the right information on your capture page to be able to capture those leads.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, in your marketing, guys, you should never use the standard stuff. You want to stand out. You want to be different. You want to kind of laser target the audience you want to have on your list and on your team, obviously. So Carl is a great example of that. He is not using standard headlines. He actually has specific benefit-driven headlines that he showed me a while ago. So he is a perfect example of doing that. Like something like, hey, like for example, the standard Empower headline is what? Like make $10,000 a month. And I know they're playing with that as well, but you can start there. You can, like, I'll be using, like, make $3,000 extra a month, make extra $3,000 a week. Depending on the traffic source, you're going to get different response. You can even target, like Michael Martin is using, like, $3,000 a month, I believe. You can play with different numbers and see how your traffic responds differently. I mean, this is the job of the marketer. This is where it becomes fun, when you can tweak that and change a few things here and there and see totally different results from your campaigns. And a lot of times, like, people don't resonate with large numbers because, first of all, everyone is skeptical. So when you say, hey, make $30,000 a month, make $100,000 a month, people don't resonate with that. So use smaller numbers, you'll attract more people. But at the same time, something benefit-driven, like, hey, make $2,000 this week, without picking up your phone, without doing three-way calls, because everyone hates doing that, right, in our industry. So definitely play along those lines. I don't know if you, for example, do Facebook niche marketing. Maybe you're a single mom, you want to attract other single moms because you speak the same language. Then you can play along those lines. If you're a single dad, same thing, right? If you are a happy and married mom or dad, play along those lines. So, but again, like for example, Carl is showing his example. I know it works great with his traffic source. So, again, to me, it's a little too long, but it's really laser targeted because he talks about, hey, how would you like to generate 20 leads daily, enroll 10 reps monthly, and make $5,000 per month without phone calls. So yeah, it's really specific, right? Specificity is good. And also on your sales video, also you wanna illustrate the same congruency. So if you're talking about $5,000 a month, make a change in there on an actual sales video that talks about $5,000 a month. So that's how you do it. When it comes to congruency, always have the same message between your. Let's say you send a solo ad. So in the solo ad, a lot of times you can tell that solo ad vendor, hey, I want you to send this specific swipe, this ad copy that talks about $5,000 a month, 20 leads daily, and 10 reps monthly. So that way, when that visitor comes to your capture page from that email, he sees, oh, I'm in the right place. He was talking about $5,000 a month, 20 reps daily, 20 leads daily. So when they see congruency, you're gonna get more results, as opposed to if your capture page says $5,000 a month and then they go to a sales video, it talks about $10,000 a month, and it's like, whoa, something is weird. You know, there's no connection. You know, he was talking about 5,000, now he's talking about 10,000. You guys follow? This makes sense? So, yeah. So, guys, it's a pleasure for me to be here, but I really have to run. Listen to what Carl's telling you, and I'll see many of you guys in Nashville next week. So hopefully I'll get better. I'm still like coming over this cold, so I'll see you guys next week.
Get some bed rest this weekend, buddy. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, man. So I'll see you next week, bro.
Thanks for dropping by. Take
All
care.
right. I'll see you guys.
Take care. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
So there we go. Well, we had the guy in here who knows how to do this. I mean, Alex is actually my sponsor, and you know, I came in and joined him 2 days after he joined Empower Network, and you know, this is a guy who's gone on to make $1.5 million. Okay, in this company, he knows how to drive traffic. He knows how to create the right kind of curiosity, okay, and that's why I wanted him to come on here. I know he was sick, so I appreciate the fact that he actually came on here when he was sick. So, does everybody understand the point that we're trying to get across here? And we want to focus on this together as a team. Make sure that we're creating the right curiosity and driving these people in. So, let's get some feedback from everybody out there, okay? Let's start. Sergey, we'll start with you, and we'll work across and get feedback from everybody on you know what your thoughts are on what we've discussed so far. So go ahead, Sergey.
I didn't know anything about that, how you edit your capture page, and today I learned how to edit, because I don't know, every day I'm learning from you, Carl and Connie and Janelle, what to do, because sometimes I'm overwhelmed and I'm not IT, you know, and that's a learning process for me. For someone is not old like me, maybe takes you know, earlier, but for me, everything I have to watch 10 times to get it. And appreciate your Hangout card, because I'm learning so much, and I'm going to apply that. That was new for me. Thank you.
I'm glad. You're welcome. And again, you know, you have access to these because these are online all the time, so you can always go back and look over and review them over and over again, you know, if you're out of there. And that's why I like to bring a lot of this stuff. That's why I want everybody, you know, not just going my Hangouts, but whoever else is doing Hangouts in here, you know, going over the masterminds, going over the products in the back office. You know, I was just talking to Rob, one of my referrals in here, and we were talking about the team building formula and the top producer. You know, I go through those things every single week. I'm going through them. You know, top producer, specifically module 2 and 3, or sorry, 3 and 4, and 6 and 7. Okay, and in the top team builder, it's 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, those are the ones that I go over mostly, and when you look at those, you'll understand why. Okay, because it's specific on the way you communicate with people and how you get them to communicate back with you. Okay, and all of that has to do with just starting right here at the capture pages, because that's where all the initial conversation starts happening, or the communication, right? And unless we're communicating the right way to people, and when I'm talking about even provoking curiosity, a lot of that curiosity has to do with providing a value-added a fix for somebody, you know, because everybody's coming with issues, a problem of some kind. What we want to do is we want to be the problem-solving solution. Okay, so your capture page should be there to provide a solution. Like mine is, you know, how to create 20 leads a day, generate 10 sales a month, and $5,000 in income. These are 3 different things that people are looking to do. Like that's their problem. They're looking for the fix for that. So they're going to put their name and information in there, or their email, whatever the page that's in there, and go through and try to find out more about that. Now, here's the other thing that we had a conversation on today, Rob and I, and actually David Weber. And one of the things that you want to be very cautionable about is about how much information you ask from people. Okay? Like sometimes you'll see on some pages they'll have like lines. I want your first name, last name, phone number, email, address, social security number, whatever. I mean, I'm going kind of crazy, but you know what I mean. They want everything about you. It's like you're going through an interrogation or something, right? I want all your social medias, blah blah blah, so I can go and harass you every day I can, right? Here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay, the forms that are going to have the highest results to them are the ones that are just asking for an email. Okay. The second forms that are going to get the higher results are going to be the one that asks for first name and an email. The third one will be first name, email, and phone number. Phone number always optional. After that, you're not going to get anything. They're not going to fill it out. Okay? My recommendation is always use something with just an email, because here's the thing. What do we teach with our team, not necessarily with the Empower Network, but with our team and specifically, is that our first responder letter going out provides all the information for them to communicate with you. Your phone number, your Skype, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Snapchat, whatever it is. That's the email that they're going to get that's going to start the communication run. So you don't need all that information. The more information you get people to fill in, the less likely they're going to fill in the information. Okay? Because now they're thinking you're trying to get too personal with them, or you're trying to figure out a way to harass them. Okay? So, by asking just for an email, that's the one you're going to get the highest return and response. On my I showed you both my pages there, right? One had just the email, which is the iPass system, and then the other one was my custom one that asked for name and email. Which one do you think gets filled out the most? The iPass. The one that just asked for an email. That's the one that everybody fills out. Because, first of all, people are looking to find out the information. They don't even want you to know who they are yet. Okay? They don't want you to know what their name is. And a lot of people, when they do that, will put in a wrong name anyways, because they still don't want you to know who they are. And in some cases, like I found out, they put in a wrong email. Some of them will just put anything in there just so they can get to the next page. Okay? This is how you find out who the real people are. Right? Now, the way our system is designed, it goes from a capture page to a sales page. Okay? So they're going to go through the capture page to possibly a bridge page and then to the sales page. Well, if they put in a faulty email to begin with, okay, that email just goes into your leads list. If they click the button, then they're going to go through and fill in all their information in there. That's where the real information will end up. Okay? So when they fill out that form to actually go in and pay their $7 and go on their trial, they have to put their email in again. And that's the email that you know is going to work. Okay? So it's not necessarily going to be the one from your leads. It's going to be the one from the sales page. So what do we want to do, everyone? We want to get people coming in and hitting the sales page. Okay? If your bridge video is good enough, they're going to click the button and go to the sales page. If it's not good enough, then you risk. It's a 50-50. They're either going to click through and try and figure out what you were trying to tell them, or they're just going to go, man, this person is too all over the place. I'm not even going to bother going any further. Right? That's the risk we take with a bridge video, and that's why especially in our boot camps and our all-in, we get very specific on the training in there. Okay? Because now we're looking for the high-end, high-quality leads coming in of the people that actually want to come in and be a part of your business and start building a monstrous business for themselves. These are the people that are most likely going to go all in your business, okay? Either right away or fairly quickly, okay? So the sooner you can get all the right information, and that's why bridge videos are so important, and that's why we talk about that, making sure that, and like Alex said, when they get to that page, make sure that everything is congruent going through, because if it's not, you're going to lose people, okay? And it happens, and that's where sometimes people get frustrated saying, well, I bought all this traffic, I got all these leads, and they didn't go anywhere. It has to do with the congruency, okay? And again, it also has to do with what you're saying on your capture page, okay? So if we're not, if what our capture page is not helping solve a problem, chances are you're not going to get them to opt in, okay? Because this business is all about problem solving. You know, you think about sales in general. Let's talk about a high-end example, because everybody on this panel has done this. Everybody's gone out and bought a car, right? Or at least been to a car lot. Okay? So what the job of the actual salesman is to what? Suit you to your perfect car. Right? It's their job to find out what you want, what you're looking for, and then suit you to the right model, to the right amount that you can afford and get in at, right? That's what it is. They're looking to get you all in, okay? Because they're going to start with the basic model, and then they're going to talk about, well, you know, you could get it with leather, you could get it with these fancy rims, you could get it with this. What's that? That's upselling, right? Every business has upselling in it, and nobody should ever be scared of upselling. It's in every single business. If you go into a furniture store, the sales reps in there, they're going to start you with, they're going to ask you what you're looking for, and then they're going to start with, you know, the basic kitchen. You know, if you're looking for a kitchen set, they're going to take you there, and you're going to go, no, 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 it's too small. So then they're going to take you to the next level, and then the next level, until they find out what it is you want. That's the upsell system. Okay? Everything in life is upsell. You know what also upsells every single day and they don't realize it? The grocery store. Okay? So let me give you an example of an upsell in a grocery store. Okay? You go down the baking aisle. Okay? So the baking aisle has your generic brand flour. Then it has your lower grade flour. And then it has your higher end flour. Okay? And then it has your organic flour. Okay? You can go to the fruit section. It's going to have your basic bananas, and then it's going to have your organic bananas. Okay? Which ones are more? The organic ones all the time. Everything organic is going to be more. You're going to pay more. That's your upsell. Let's go to the meat department. Okay? So you're going to go and look for some ground beef. Okay? So here's your ground beef. You're going to see the regular ground beef. and then you're going to see the lean ground beef, and then you're going to see the extra lean ground beef. Okay? Every single one is an upsell. So this is the thing that, and it's funny how people say, oh, I hate it when I get upsold. Well, you get upsold every single day. You know? Let's say you want to go and change your internet. You want to go to a different provider. Well, the provider's going to say, well, for this basic, you're going to get this. Or you can upgrade to this faster modem, or you can upgrade to our extreme, right? What if you want to get cable? Well, your cable starts at these basic channels. And then you can buy these additional channel packages as you go, or you can just go all extreme and get the entire package for this. We live this up. We live this life every single day. Go to the pharmacy. You need to get medication. Well, you can get the generic brand, or you can get the next level up brand, or you can get this primary brand. Okay? Do you think the pharmacists don't try to upsell you on what you want? They ask you, do you want the generic, or do you want this brand? Or do you want this brand? Every pharmacist is going to do that. They're going to ask you, you know, how potent do you want your medication to be? You know? So, whatever. You know, I mean, it's crazy how we live in a world of upselling, and none of us actually realize it. And then when it comes to being online, it's the same thing. You know, they go, well, you know, I'm always being upsold. Well, of course you're going to be upsold. You want to go and get an education? You're going to do the same thing. You know, do you want to be a basic lawyer, or do you want to be a real good one, right? So the basic lawyer, you're going to do 2 years or 3 years. But if you want to go in and become, you know, one of the big judges out there, well, you know, that could take you 7 years. They're going to upgrade you, or they're going to upsell you on your education. Look at Mark, 12 years. He could have just been a dentist and maybe gone through and spent $100,000 on just being a regular dentist, but he became an oral surgeon. So in order to do that, he had to advance himself, and he had to pay more money for his education. It all depends on what you want, right? So I know we kind of got off topic here, but this all kind of blends. If we're not providing the solution for somebody on the initial shot, because you got one shot. In any kind of contact, everybody makes a decision on their first contact with you, right? You got a first impression. Everybody talks about that. You got one time to make a good impression. Like if I went to meet Connie in person, we're at Nashville, I'm going to meet Connie at Nashville, and I go, man, that's an ugly dress. Oh, you know? What do you think's going to happen after that? You know? Or Connie says to me, you know, you sure look older in person, right? What kind of impression is that going to make, right? And so if we're not making the right impression on our capture pages, the people that same person that sees their page again flash up, they're going to go, oh, that's that guy, or that's that girl, right? But if we have a good capture there that's doing this, if someone goes and reads my capture page and they're thinking about it, but then they don't do anything, and then they think about it, then they see it again, they'll take action. Okay? Because sometimes it takes 2 or 3 times before somebody takes action. And the other thing is some people say, well, you know, I went and I bought all this traffic, and you know, I didn't get any leads, or I didn't get any sales. What people don't realize is that not everybody takes action on their first attempt or their first line of contact. Okay? Sometimes they got to think about it. Maybe the time is just not right that one time. Maybe they have that page bookmarked, and they're going to take action in 2 weeks. You don't know that. That's happened to me. I've actually had somebody come into my business 3 months later after saying, you know what, I saw your page, and then I went and researched you, and I was watching you, and then I decided to get involved with you. Right? Because people will watch who they're getting involved in too. So, like Connie on her page, it's Connie. So now they know who Connie is. So now they might go, I really don't know her that well. I think I want to just check her out a little bit more. So they're going to watch Connie's blog posts. They're going to watch how active Connie is there, and then she's still there a month later. and go, oh man, she's still going good at this thing here, so maybe it's time. You see? So there's a lot of factors that go into this, and it's all about provoking that first line of curiosity with everybody. I hope this all makes sense. I know that I've kind of been a little bit all over the place, but it all kind of goes back to the first line of contact, because that's what this is. It's first impression.
This makes great sense. I'm taking a lot of notes.
Well, that's great. I'm glad I'm able to help. Christina, I know you're driving, probably can't talk, but let me know if you can, if everything is kind of coming together here a little bit. Same thing with you, Nicole, and Michael.
Carl, I shared the document for the bridge page in the group chat. Can you see that?
The docs page. Let me just see.
Yes.
You need permission, it says. I have to request.
Oh, I need permission for that?
Yeah. So, yeah, every time you make a Google Doc, you got to give people permission for it.
Whose permission I have to have?
You have to give my email to give me permission to access that. So this is my email. Okay.
Okay, then I'm going to send to your email.
Okay, so just yeah, you gotta add my email to that document. I don't use Google Docs that much. Are you going to say something, Connie?
Yeah, you know how Alex said to be congruent, from page to page. So do you, for instance, in your pre-sale video, do you discuss the same topic that you wrote in your header on your capture page? Is that how we should be doing it?
That's how you should be doing it. Like like my iPass capture page and bridge video is different from my other one because my other page has a different topic. Remember the one I showed you with the beach thing? It talks about living life on my terms. So my video talks about living life on my terms and how I was able to achieve it, blah blah blah. Now the other video that I have on there, I actually have to redo that. I'm going to be redoing them all in Nashville. But basically, it's like how I'm able to achieve this using the tools that I have and then the stuff that I have at my disposal, how I'm able to create these leads and sales and stuff like that a month, right? Okay. So it's all going to be congruent. I mean, like if you don't want to have like that thing saying how you can create 20 leads a day and 10 sales a month and $5,000 a month in income, and then the next page it goes to, well, I used to run a farm and it doesn't say anything about what that page was about.
Right.
What that does is it confuses people, right? Okay. It's like, did I land on the wrong page, or because it's not flowing with the same topic.
Right.
Right. So that thing should be I'm here to show you. Like you could have an example. Here's how I was able to create this. And these leads and this sort of thing, and and you show snapshots of your get response back office. You show a snapshot of maybe a $500 or $1,000 week you had, or whatever it is like that. That's how you would go off of that. That's the video I still have to make for that one there. Okay? Because I've actually just until recently, I've just been going from that page to the sales page.
Oh, okay.
Right? And I'm just testing the bridge video on there right now. So I'm not sure it's that good. I need to redo it. But I have a different bridge video for the one that has the beach background. That one there just talks, again, where I talk about people who are looking for more time freedom and stuff like that. If you're a family person, you probably know what I'm talking about. You don't have that time freedom. Well, if you just, when you click that button below, you're going to meet some of my colleagues there. They're going to show you exactly how we've been able to create, time freedom and live life on our terms. So I continue from that first page to the bridge video to the next one, almost like David Weber has on his, where he talks about his story on Facebook that goes to his capture page, that goes to his bridge video, to the sales video, right?
Okay.
So that congruency, I never used to have that before, and that was probably why I struggled so badly with capture page systems and stuff. I just didn't get the congruency part, right? And that's why it's so important to be on a lot of these masterminds, because you're always going to learn. It doesn't matter how long you've been in this industry. 36 years for me, and I'm still learning.
Right, exactly.
Right? So,
okay.
But you know, that's exactly how you want to be it. And I mean, you know, I'm going to spend a lot of time, and you should probably do the same thing. Make some extra videos while you're down in Nashville, so you've got, you know, the different backgrounds. You know, like I'll be able to tell people, hey, you know, I'm hanging out here, you know, with the crew and that at the Nashville event and stuff like that. And I just want to tell you why I'm able to be here. You know, that sort of thing. You know, so that's when you have that sort of stuff. People will then start to relate to all that. That's why bridge videos can be very, very powerful if they're done right.
Okay.
And I get that now. I never did mine right before, and I get that now. And thank goodness that Nashville's coming up here, because it looks like barren land where I am. It's so brown and ugly. I wouldn't want to do a video outside here. So I'm glad I'm going to be doing them down there, right?
Right.
But again, you know, this is another thing about the power of events, being able to use that. Because when people see you at events, they now know that you are 100% focused on that. And that's what's going to make them want to get on board with you. When you're not there, when you're sitting in your office like I have all the time, right, it's a little bit more difficult to have people think that you're actually going anywhere. They'll still. I have people still question me. Well, you're always sitting in your office. You know, I have a bit of a different story for that. I won't get into. But you know, it has a lot to do with my impairment, why I'm here, right? But now that I'm going to be done, that's why Rena's going with me. She goes to me with all events because I need her to be there, okay? Because of my visual impairment, right? Although it doesn't look like I have one, but I have what they call night blindness. And, you know, I don't know if anybody knows what that's like, but I cannot see things at night, right? Like, if I don't have somebody walking with me at night when it's blackout, I will trip over the sidewalk. I can't distinguish curbs, right? None of that stuff. So it's very scary, actually.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why she comes with me to all events and stuff like that. Although she likes to go to them now, she's like really on board with Empower, whereas before that was an issue. But anyways,
how I can share with my bridge in here? How I can share and show you what it looked like?
You just have to. On the left-hand side there, you'll see a green button with an arrow in it. You click on that.
Okay.
And you'll be able to share your screen.
And my screen, I want to share the bridge. Can you see the bridge page?
Not until... No, not yet. You actually have to click on that and then click on the picture that shows up in there. You'll have like 6 options in there to choose. Or 5 options or whatever.
Because yeah, I clicked to the green one.
Okay, well maybe you and I, like, I'll give you a call right after this and you can share it with me. Okay.
Okay,
I
great.
can maybe help you with that. So I just don't want to keep everybody here. We've been about an hour and a half, so I just appreciate all you guys for coming on here. I think I'll be doing one on Tuesday. If I'm not too busy, I'll let everybody know next week. Because you know, Wednesday we fly out to Nashville, so there won't be anything on Thursday next week or anything. So, but I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys know that for coming on, and you know, I'm looking forward to meeting all of you that are going to be in Nashville, and then I'll be looking forward to meeting you all at the one after this. No excuses. You have 3 months.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Carl.
Hey, thanks for joining me today and your input and everything. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, all.
Thanks, Christina. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks, Mike. Okay, everyone. Have a good one.